This is a major story. You see, backstage is a man named Darren. Darren is about to begin a journey that only a handful of the guests on this show have ever done. You see, Darren is rumored to have 20 children. And he has come here today to begin the process of paternity testing every one of his alleged kids. And 3 of them are here today. So everybody please welcome 26-year-old Brittany, 22-year-old Deshaun, 19-year-old Tykira. This is Darren's story.
Throughout the years, at least 20 kids don't approach me talking about I'm their father. And I tell them each the same thing. No, I'm not. Let's talk about the 3 lost souls that came here today. First, let's talk about Brittany. I did not even know about Brittany until she was 1 year old. If that was my child, I would have heard about her right away. Next, there's this good-for-nothing Deshaun. Deshaun is way too disrespectful to be my son, and he's a straight-up loser. Lastly, there's Tykira. That girl doesn't look a damn thing like me. She doesn't have my eyes, nose, forehead, or nothing. These 3 just want one thing, an ATM machine. Well, I'm no sucker. Not a single one of them are getting $1 from me because I am not their father.
Whoa. All 3 of these young adults share the same story. They claim Darren abandoned them at an early age, and when they individually reconnected with him, he denied all 3. So, what do you think of what you just heard?
Talking about you ain't my daddy? What? I look just like you. My eyes, my nose. Hold on. Look at my eyes. Come on now. Look at my nose, my lips. Only thing different about me is I ain't no man.
So here's the deal.
We're gonna find out today.
Of the three kids, you probably know Darren the best because you went and tracked him down all through your life.
I did. When I was growing up, he was not in my life.
Right.
He claimed he left me when I was 1 year old. We're gonna get the story straight today. I was 6 months.
But later on, when you were like 12, you saw him, right?
Well, growing up, I used to see him like in the neighborhood, like at the stores.
And did he stop and say hi?
I went to him. I said, hi, Dad. You know, I'm talking to him, trying to, force myself on him, basically.
Right.
He looking like, why I even had to notice that I seen him in the store or why I'm even talking to him. That's how he was
So he never really responded to you.
He never really, like he'll come
I'm
around.
not your
I would
father.
see him. You is my father.
I am not your father.
You know, prove it today. You know, just like.
not your father.
We gonna find out today. We gonna find out today.
Deshaun, what do you think about what he had to say?
I never even met him. I don't even know him. When I was coming up, I used to try to talk to him, but I was probably like 3 or 4 years old. I used to go to him to get me stuff from the ice cream truck. Right. He looked at me, he was like, I'm not your daddy. Darren.
A 4-year-old, though, a 4-year-old, who does that to a 4-year-old baby?
Darren,
Come on now.
Darren left. Darren went away.
Come on now, a 4-year-old.
I probably bumped heads back with him at one of my neighborhood stores.
He says you're disrespectful.
And more, I'm not disrespectful. I'm a young man who speaks my mind to somebody who never done nothing for me, who's supposed to be my father, period.
Okay, I ought to tell everybody that all the 3 of you have Darren as your father, but your mothers, I mean, you don't have the same mother.
No, sir.
None of you.
None of his 25 kids.
25.
None of his 25.
You think
It's 25.
It's 25.
It's 25. Y'all have 20, but guess what? I got 25, and before I even came to the show, yesterday somebody hit me up in my inbox. She have a 16-year-old daughter by him that I never even met.
You mentioned your father on Facebook, Deshaun?
Yeah, I mentioned him on father, but I mentioned him as a deadbeat. Because at the end of the day, you have 20 to 25 kids that you never done nothing for. You never been there for them. You wouldn't even know us if we didn't recognize you.
Now, do you think you look like him?
Look like me. Look at him. Look at him, Maury.
Look at him.
Come on, look at him.
Come on, all of us got the same eyes. Just like that man. Just like that man.
How could he run from me?
What, man, what?
stand beside him. I goes everywhere. You know what they tell me?
What?
That's your twin.
No, I see.
No matter where I go, that's your twin.
You know your father's married now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you know his wife, Annie?
I never met her.
Here she is right here.
She don't know nothing. She don't know nothing. She don't know nothing.
Annie.
She don't know nothing.
Yes, Lord.
Annie.
She don't know nothing.
Yes, Lord.
Annie. You know your husband supposedly has all these kids?
Supposedly that Britt said.
Right. Do you think that they're his kids?
I don't know DNA. That's why we here, right?
Yeah, we're here to find out, but guess what?
What?
You wouldn't even know about none of it one for me. I put up my Facebook to you. I put up my Facebook page to show you.
You need to be worried about Britt. You need to be worried
Guess
about
what?
Britt. Because you can be son too. You can be
You his wife. If you was wife, you'll be back here to step up to the page.
All right, Annie, thank you very much. I think I got it now, all right? Now, hi, Takira, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You angry at that man?
Yes, I'm very angry.
Why?
Yes, because that's my daddy, and I know that's my daddy. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to find out the truth today.
You think you all look alike?
Yeah,
I know we all look
just
ain't no
like
thing.
that. Look at me.
Ain't no thing.
Look at me.
Ain't no thing.
No,
Ain't no thing.
now, look, ain't no thing. Look just like you.
Only thing different about us is our skin
The only
texture.
thing
We got
different
our
is
mama
I'm
skin
dark skin
texture.
and
That's
he
the only
brown
thing
skin.
different
That's
about
it.
us.
Okay, so Takira,
That's the only thing.
did you ever see him in the street? Did you ever see him growing up?
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times,
Did
you
your
know.
mom say that he was your father?
Yeah, my mom told me when I was, you know what I'm saying, she told me, you know what I'm saying, that was my dad, you know. I seen him a couple times running around, you
He
know.
didn't.
None of y'all are not
And-
my kids. Today is going to prove who is my kid.
I got it,
Whichever
Brittany.
one of y'all
All
are
right,
my
Brittany.
kids, today the DNA
The
is
last
going
time I
to
seen
prove
him
it.
was when I was 12 years old. He went away for a while.
Yeah.
He came back when I was like 15 years old, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I'm gonna let you know today that's my dad and I ain't denying nothing. Yeah.
Time to meet Darren and find out why he's so positive he's not the dad.
They are not my kids. They ain't my kids. I deny it because you're not my kids. How you doing, Maury? I'm here today to prove it.
Okay, hold on.
See the day. We'll see the day.
I know that's right.
5, 10, 15, 20 kids? Is it possible?
Is it possible?
Is it?
Is it possible?
You tell me.
It may be, Maury, but hey, in my times when I was growing up in the young age, I did a lot of stuff. I can't say who is who, but I'm gonna say this today. They gonna have to prove it today on Maury's show. I need a DNA test.
You gonna have to prove it today.
Just because
gonna have to prove it.
listen, just because your mama say your mine, don't make your mine. You can be mama baby,
won't.
daddy
We
baby,
won't.
all of you.
Just cause daddy said you don't know either. So we here to find out today.
You broke them here.
Hold
You
it.
the one
I
been
brought
doing the
them here.
research, talking about I'm their daddy. But since you say I'm their daddy, then we're gonna let the DNA prove for you, him, and her.
Guess what? In yourself. In yourself.
Sit down.
In yourself. In yourself.
Darren, apparently of the three, you have a problem with Deshaun more than anybody, don't you?
Maury, this dude gets on Facebook, say all kind of stuff, talk bad, talk junk about, you know, I'm a deadbeat or he
Well,
his
Maury.
dad- listen, about his
Maury.
dad.
Deadbeat.
Hey, Maury.
Ask him, Maury.
Maury.
Ask him.
Okay,
I remember
Maury,
when I was
like I
4 years
always
old in
tell
an
you.
ice cream truck. Asked him to buy me something off the ice cream truck. He looked at me and told me, you ain't my daddy. I'm 4 years old, boy.
Why am I gonna spend my money on somebody that's not my kid? I ain't even sure to tell you. Like I said, y'all let the DNA prove it.
We will,
Let the
we will.
DNA prove
We
it.
will.
Until the
We
DNA
will.
prove it, I don't want to hear nothing from neither one of y'all talking about I'm your dad.
Well, ask him, Maury. Ask him. You around here doing everything else. You rapping everything else. Why you ain't rap yourself? Why you ain't rap yourself? Why you ain't rap yourself?
What you need to do?
Rapping everything
you
else.
rap yourself?
Why you rap
I got
yourself?
it. Okay. I just want you to quietly take a look at that picture right there and those three kids and you. Do you see any similarities?
Everybody.
Man, Maury, I'm gonna say it like this. This man, that picture, and that picture, if this is the father of these three kids, Maury, today, The DNA need to prove it. Because what I look at right here, I don't see nothing. When I look right here, I don't see nothing. When I look right there, I don't see nothing. So, Maury, I'm going to say it like this. Until you get me the DNA, they are in the way.
Do you have different doubts? Do you have different doubts from each of these kids, or is it all the same?
I'm going to say it like this, Maury. The only way that I know that I can be for sure about anything pertaining to this situation with these kids, Dana. DNA.
Mirror. You need a mirror. You need a mirror. You need a mirror.
It's right there.
You need a mirror.
Look at these eyes.
You don't need
got
Dana.
the same eyes.
You need a mirror.
Same nose. Now, come on, look at this. Only thing different is you ain't got no hair. That's the only thing different about you. You ain't got no hair. You ain't got no hair.
Maury, let me say this right here.
Okay.
People say I look like Tracy Morgan. That ain't my daddy. That ain't my daddy. So look, so let me say this, Maury. Let me say this right here. So if they all look like me and they all say they my kids, guess what? They all need DNA.
Well, Maury, I got something I want to say, Maury.
Right.
These are girls.
Right.
I'm a guy. Right. Look at them and look at me. My mouth closed is mouth closed. Mustache, mustache. Look at the looks. How could you? You need a mirror. You need a mirror. Looks is deceiving.
By the way, Darren, before I read the results, is this affecting your marriage to Annie?
My wife is much more concerned about this situation than I am.
Okay,
you
well,
understand?
good. I'm glad.
Because I don't want something to come up later on me and then hinder
'cause I
something in my
love
marriage or
kids.
cause me and my wife to have
And the
issues
only
or
other thing I
problems.
want to ask, Darren, is if you are proven to be the father of these three, will you try to get into their lives?
Maury, I'm going to be real with you. If I am the father of these three, right here, I'm going to do everything in my power to get affiliated with them, get a relationship with them, get to know them. You know what I'm saying? Because, Maury, I'm going to say this. I growed up without a father. Never seen a father. They growed up without a father.
So did they.
But listen, one thing about it, though, Maury.
22
One
years.
thing about it, they growed up without a father, but they got an
19
opportunity
years.
to see who he is, though.
Okay.
I'm 26 years old. I got 4 kids. I grew up without a father, too.
And I'm 22 with 2 kids. Do you know them? Have you met your grandkids? Not one of them.
Okay.
Not one.
Hold on.
When the DNA prove itself today,
We're
I'd
going
love
to
to meet
find
the
out
kids.
right now. Darren, in the case of 26-year-old Brittany, Darren, you are the father. In the case of 22-year-old Deshaun, Darren, you are the father.
You come to me. You come to me. Meet me halfway. Meet me halfway. I want you to look at the mirror.
He already
I want you to look at the
Deshaun.
mirror.
You looking at it.
In the case of 19-year-old Tykira, Darren, you are the father.
Can I ask you a question, Maury? Now, can you please introduce me to his wife?
Exactly.
I never met Annie. Can you please
come here.
introduce me to
Annie,
his wife?
Annie, this is your stepson. Please say hi to Deshaun.
I am Deshaun.
Guess what? You know the best thing about this right now is this scene right here. Freeze it, look at it, and make sure you're all family, okay?
What?
We'll be back right after. You are not the father.